Hello friends, myself Dr. Ravindra Pawar, teacher from Department of Chemistry, Ferguson College, Pune. We are discussing solid state. In last lecture, we are discussed about the unit cell. Now in today's lecture again, we are going to discuss the unit cells in details and then crystal structure, types of cubic systems like simple cubic, centered cubic, etc. Let us will see with the help of PowerPoint presentation. Now, in unit cell, that is geometric shape of the crystal is depend on the geometric shape of unit cell. As I said, that is unit cell is construct the whole crystal. So that's why the geometric shape of the any crystal is depend on the geometric shape of unit cell. The geometric shape of unit cell depends on the parameters like bond angle and bond length. Now, the unit cell is get characterized on the basis of that bond angle and bond length. How they are get characterized? A dimension along the three edges, that is A, B and C. If you consider this type of unit cell, suppose this is cubic unit cell. In cubic unit cell, that is it's having a depth, then width and height. Now this is A, B and C. These are the edges, while bond angle is alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha, beta and gamma. This edge length and bond angle decides the geometric shape of unit cell, and geometric shape of unit cell decides the geometric shape of whole crystals. The angle between the edges, alpha between B and C, beta between A and C, gamma between A and B. Let us see, there are few unit cells. With the help of that unit cell, we will get idea about how the stacking of unit cell takes place. Now here two types of spheres you can see, orange color spheres and blue color spheres. That spheres are indicating the position of constituent particles of the solids like atom, ions, molecules or metal ions. Now if this particular, now I just draw the one black square is there, and that black square is constituting, that is 4 blue spheres at the corner of the square and 4 orange spheres at the edges of the square. Right, this is 2D picture, that's why using the square word instead of cube. Now this is unique composition of that particular cell. Now if you consider, if you connect the another square and if that squares are exactly stacked to each other, so we will get a very compact arrangement of that 6 squares are there. This is the proper arrangement of unit cell. This is the proper arrangement of unit cell. Now this arrangement can be like that also. Either these 4 spheres are present at the corner of that unit cell, or 4 orange spheres are present at the corner of unit cell. In both the cases, the stacking of unit cell is very proper. Second thing, the composition of individual unit cell is very same. If you consider this solid is made up of 1 orange sphere, 1/4, these are total 1/4 part of 4 orange spheres. That means altogether 2 orange spheres are there. While here 1/2 of blue, 1/2 of blue, here 1/2 of blue and 1/2, that means total 2 blue sphere. That means each and every unit cell contain 2 orange sphere and 2 blue sphere. Same thing in second crystal also, that is again made up of 2 blue sphere and 2 orange sphere. That means composition of each and every unit cell should be same and fixed. So now this is proper stacking. Now this is another example of crystal, same type of constituent particle, but the constituent particles is never arranged like that. So this is a wrong arrangement of or stacking of unit cell. Now again, that is again a wrong arrangement of the stacking of unit cell. There is never gap between the two unit cells. Unit cells are always completely stacked with each other. There is no gap between these two unit cells. I am giving a very simple pictures here, and I am going to put a 1 square in this particular picture. So now this is a 1 square. If you draw the another square here like that, Next square is on the downside, and one more square on the left side, one more square on the upside. So now the composition of each and every square or each and every unit cell will be remain same, right? So this is the proper stacking of unit cell. So now let us see what are the crystal systems. You know, crystal is made up of many unit cells, and unit cell is made up of a constituent particles. There are 14 different ways in which a similar points can be arranged in 3D space or 3D arrangement. These 14 lattices are called as a Bravais lattices. Actually, there are 7 crystal systems are there. In 7 crystal system, constituent particles are arranged in a different way. And that arrangement of constituent particles are gives a specific shape to the resultant structure crystal, right? So now what are the different ways of arrangement of that constituent particles? That arrangement we will discuss. There are 14 different ways by which you can arrange the constituent particles, and that ways of arrangement of that constituent particles are called as a Bravais lattices. These 14 Bravais lattices are get classified or categorized in 7 crystal systems. That 7 crystal systems are cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, hexagonal, and rhombohedral. We can remember it, you can make any abbreviation, like I just take the initial word of each system. C for cubic, T for tetrahedral, O for orthorhombic, M for monoclinic, T for triclinic, H for hexagonal, R for rhombohedral. So anyway, you just remember these 7 crystal systems. And in each crystal system, the arrangement of constituent particle is different. So that means altogether there are 14 different ways by which you can arrange the constituent particles in 7 crystal systems. These are called as a Bravais lattices. Let us see the first type of crystal system, that is cubic system. I will explain it with the help of a few models. With the help of that models, you can understand it well. As I said, there are 7 different crystal systems like cubic, tetrahedral, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, hexagonal, and rhombohedral. So now in this we are going to discuss the cubic crystal system in detail. In cubic crystal system, it is characterized on the basis of bond angle and edge length of the cube. I have these particular cubes in my hand. If you consider, this is edge depth, height, and width of this cube, where A is equal to B is equal to C. The bond angle between the A and B is 90 degree, B and C again 90 degree, A and C again 90 degree. So that means alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree, while A is equal to B is equal to C. That kind of crystal structure is called as a cubic crystal structure. This is the picture, that is the model in my hand. This is cubic crystal structure. Now in cubic crystal structure, how the constituent particles get arranged? On the basis of that, cubic system is get classified into 3 types. First one, simple cubic system or primitive cubic system. This is a simple cubic system or primitive or prime cubic system. What do you mean by the simple cubic system? Again, bond angles are same. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. Edge lengths are A is equal to B is equal to C, as it is cubic. Now, how it is simple? If we see at the corner of this particular cube, that is one sphere is there. Only 1/8th part of that complete sphere is comes into in this particular unit cell. 1 by 8th part of this particular sphere comes to into that cell. Again 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8. That means here spheres are present at the 8 corners of this particular cube. That means if the 8 lattice points are present at the corner of the simple cube, that is called as a simple cubic or primitive cubic system. Right? So what do you mean by simple cubic or primitive cubic system? The cubic system in which 8 lattice points are present at the corner of cubes. That cubic system is called as a simple cubic system or primitive cubic system. Right? Now, we are going to discuss a second type of cubic system, that is body-centered cubic system. It is also called as a BCC, body-centered cubic system. It is very simple. Like simple cubic system, again 8 lattice points are present at the corner of this cube. It is cubic, that's why alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. A is equal to B is equal to C. Like simple cubic system, 8 lattice points are present at the corner of this cubic system also. In addition to that, one complete sphere is present at the center of this cube. You can see at the center of this cube, one complete sphere is there. That's why that sphere is called as a body sphere. Hence, this type of arrangement in cubic system is called as a body-centered cubic system. Right? BCC. Third type of cubic system we are going to explain, that is face-centered cubic system. In face-centered cubic system, what is that face-centered cubic system? As it is cubic, again edge length and bond angles are remain same. That is alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. A is equal to B is equal to C. See, this is cube. Why it is face centered? Like simple cubic system, the 8 lattice points are present at the corner of cube, like simple cubic system. In addition to that, that is 6 spheres are present at the center of 6 faces of this cube. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? At the center of each face, that is one sphere is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In addition to simple cubic system. That kind of spheres are called as a face-centered lattice point. This is face-centered lattice point. That's why this cubic system is called as a face-centered cubic system or FCC crystal structure. Right? These are the 3 types of crystal structures that we can also see with the help of PowerPoint presentation how the outer side spheres are there, because this is only one unit cell of FCC structure. BCC we have already discussed, and simple cubic also we have discussed. Now, how many number of atoms are present in each cubic system, that we will discuss with the help of PowerPoint presentation. Now, as we discuss a simple cubic or primitive crystal system, cubic system, body-centered unit cell, that is BCC, and face-centered unit cell. These are the picture as I shown in model only. That small, that is unit cells were present there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 constituent particles are present at the corner of this cube. But now see, if you see how actually it is present in crystal, in the bulk of that substance, so that is some invisible part also you can see. This is the complete sphere is there. If you cut the part of that particular sphere for this particular unit cell is only that much, right? And that part is the 1/8th part of the complete sphere. If you take one unit cell, so now you can get this kind of picture is there. This is a simple cubic unit cell. Similarly, for body-centered cubic crystal system, that is this portion is again 1/8. of the sphere, those are present at the corner of cube, and at the center of body, that is green sphere you can see, which is present at the center of body. That's why this type of crystal system is called as a body centered crystal system. Now, and the last that we have discussed, that is face centered. Again, that is 1/8 portion. It comes from the sphere, those are present at the corner of cube, while the 6 spheres are present at the center of faces. Correct? Actually, this is the actual arrangement of that systems. Now, with the help of model, we have discussed, we have shown the models like this way. So now, let us discuss number of particles present in each unit cell. Number of particles are called as a atomicity of that unit cell also. Correct? Atomicity means what? Total number of atoms present in each unit cell. Now let us discuss with simple or primitive unit cell. It is also called as a SC, simple cubic systems. In simple cubic system, 1/8, that means we have already discussed, this is a simple cubic system. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma equal to 90 degree. A is equal to B is equal to C. Now here lattice point is present here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 spheres are present. If you take the share for this particular unit cell from these spheres, we will get only 1/8 share, 1/8 portion of that unit cell, constant particle. Why? Because this particular constant particle is common for 8 cubes. 8 cubes. That's why each cubes get only 1/8 share of each constituent particle, each lattice point. Right? That's why the formula is 1/8 into the number of atoms present at the corner of cube or unit cell. We know there are total 8 constituent particle or 8 spheres are there. One is sharing their 1/8 portion for each unit cell. That means the 1/8 into 8 is equal to 1. That means total share for one unit cell from all 8 corners of the cube is only 1. So that means 1 is the atomicity of simple or primitive unit cells. Right? Now, let us see the body centered unit cell, again called as BCC, body centered cubic system, BCC. In BCC, in addition to that simple cubic system, one sphere is present at the center of cube, right? One is present at the center of cube and 8 are present at the corner of cube. As we discussed in simple cubic system, the corner constituent particle share only 1/8 portion, while the sphere, those are present at the center of that cube, it is not common for any other cube. It is wholly of that particular cube. So that's why the complete share of that constituent particle will be counted for this particular unit cell. So that's why the formula for BCC is 1/8 into number of atoms present at the corner of cube or unit cell plus the number of atoms present at the center of unit cell. Now, in this 1/8 portion comes from each corner. There are total 8 corners plus 1 complete is present at the center of BCC crystal system. So, equal to 2. So, that means total number of atoms present in BCC are 2. Now, in face-centered unit cell, along with the simple cubic crystal system, 8 constituent particles are present at the corner of cube, right? Each constituent particle again share 1/8 portion, right? And The particle those are present at the center of faces. There are 6 faces. There are 6 faces for each cube. This face is only common between 2 unit cell, right? This is only common in 2 unit cell. That's why the sphere those are present at the center of face will share 1/2 for each unit cell or 50% for each unit cell, right? So that means there are total 6 spheres are present at the center of faces. So 6 will share 1/2 into 6 is equal to 3 constituent particle or 3 atoms are comes from the face side. So the formula is become 1/8 into number of atoms present at the corner of cube or unit cell like simple cubic system plus 1/2 into number of atoms present at the center of face of unit cell, right? So if we substitute that value 1/8 into 8 plus 1/2 into 6 equal to 4. 4 is the atomicity of face centered cubic system. These are also called as a FCC, face centered cubic system. Like this way we can determine the number of atoms or atomicity or number of particles present in each crystal system or in each cubic crystal system. Like simple cubic, atomicity is 1. For body centered cubic system, atomicity is 2. For face centered cubic system, that is FCC, atomicity is 4. What is the relationship between the molar mass, density of the substance and unit cell edge length? Now that we are going to discuss, unit cell edge length is designated as A. In case of cubic system, where A is equal to B or B is equal to C, means all sides are just like A. That is, for cubic system, all sides are considered as A. The volume of unit cell, cubic unit cell specifically, that is A into A, that is A cube, right? That is A cube. Next one is, if M is the molar mass of particle, individual particles, correct? And one unit cell contain n number of particles. As we discussed, unit cell may contain 1 particle, it may contain 2 particles, it may contain 4 particles, depend on either it is simple cubic or it is BCC or FCC. So we can find out the mass of unit cell, mass of 1 particle into number of what? Number of particles present in that unit cell. If you multiply them, you will get the mass of unit cell. Now, how will you find out the density of unit cell? In upper, that is a explanation, we determine volume of unit cell is A cube, right? Mass of unit cell is M into N. So density of unit cell formula is very simple. Mass of unit cell upon volume of unit cell. If we substitute that value, density rho is equal to M into N by A cube. Equation number 1.2. Now, molar mass of substance is equal to mass of 1 particle into number of particles present per mole. We know the number of particles present per mole is equal to Avogadro's number. 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 particles are present in 1 mole of any substance, right? And that Avogadro's number we can designate it by the symbol capital N and capital A at subscript. While mass of particle is M and molar mass of substance is capital M. So capital M is equal to small m into Na. Therefore, we can find out the mass of particle. Mass of particle is equal to molar mass of that substance divided by Avogadro's number, which is a physical constant. So now, if you know these all things, we can find out. The density rho is equal to Z into M. How come Z here? Z is nothing but the number of particles present in each unit cell, which is also designated by small n. It is also called as atomicity. M is the molar mass of substance, same, which is constant. A cube is volume of unit cell. Na is Avogadro's number. So both formulas are same. Density can be specified as rho as well as capital D. Remaining formulas are very same, Z into M upon A cube into Na. Or you can write D is equal to N into capital M upon A cube into Avogadro's number, that is Na. Now, where D is density, Z is number of atoms or atomicity, A is the edge length in centimeter always, capital M is the molar mass in grams per mole, value for Z is varies for simple cubic 1, for BCC 2, for FCC it is 4, and Avogadro's number is a constant, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Right? Now, if we know the any 4 parameter out of 5, there are 5 parameters are present in this particular formula. Similarly, here also. If we know any 4 parameter, then we can find out the 5th parameter just by substituting these values. Hello guys, in today's lecture we have discussed about the unit cell in detail, how the shape of unit cell decides the shape of crystal structures. Unit cell shape is depend on their parameters like bond angle alpha, beta, gamma, edge length A, B and C. Different crystal structures, systems we have discussed. Then that crystal systems get classified into various Bravais lattices on the basis of the arrangement of constituent particles. Then we discuss about the cubic system in detail, like simple cubic system, body centered cubic system, that is BCC, and face centered cubic system, that is FCC in detail. Again we discuss about the total number of atoms present in each crystal system. Right? With the help of that, we have derived some formulas which relates the molar mass, volume of unit cell, density of unit cell. If we know the 4 parameters out of 5, we can find out the 5th parameter by using the formula D is equal to Z into M upon A cube into Na. With the help of that numerical, we will solve few numericals in next lecture. Thank you very much.